Here we are. This will be for the sign.
Okay. Do you need any kind of intros or anything?
No, let's don't do that. Let's just, well, unless, actually, let's do. Let's
You want
do
it
that
one
way.
at the top,
Yeah,
this one?
Right. We'll do one at the top, and then we can leave it if we want it or not.
Okay.
Just a second. Let me get Okay. Yeah. So if you want to start, introduce
Sure.
yourself and Dr. Talmadge, and then whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. You're rolling.
Hi, I'm Brendan Howard, Business Channel Director for DVM360.com, and I'm here with Dr. John Talmadge, co-owner of Bigger Road Veterinary Center here in Springboro, Ohio. And I wanted to ask you some hospital design questions today. I know a lot of thought went into how you designed this hospital.
You bet.
And one of the things that surprised me first, I think when I saw the floor plan a while ago, it was for a freestanding building, but you decided to put it in the strip mall as a leasehold. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, one, we had started with a smaller location here in the leasehold, and so we'd established ourselves in this location. Two, our landlord, who is just a few doors down and owns Dorothy Lane Market, which is a very upscale grocery store here in this area, and they attract a lot of folks and the type of demographic we were looking for from a clientele perspective. And it's a very busy area with folks coming to it. It's a very much a destination stop for folks. And so it gave us a lot of exposure that we felt we would lose if we moved to a different location and tried to start over again.
And have you seen, for instance, if you took a freestanding building, the viewers can't see it, but you can look out on a parking lot here. If there were a freestanding building across the parking lot, I mean, would that have negatively affected foot traffic?
You know, I don't know that it would have. We just didn't have that opportunity in this area, and I could have certainly, if we had that opportunity, we might have looked for that. But we just didn't in this area, and so we just made the choice. Well, let's stay where we're at. Landlord wanted us to stay here too, and was willing to negotiate a good rate for us if we decided to stay, so it worked out.
What kind of adjustments did you make to your original floor plan to fit into this spot?
Well, once we saw what the space was, we started with that. But even before we even got to the space, we started with a business plan. We said, this is what we want to get accomplished in the new hospital. These are the services we want to introduce. These are the things we want to get done. And so no matter what the space is, when we sit down and talk to an architect, these are the important elements that we need to incorporate. We wanted to do daycare. We wanted to do alternative pain management. We wanted to do full service and self-service grooming. We wanted the full service hospital. So we looked at all the things that we wanted to get done. And so we started with that. So we started with our business strategy, the plans, on the services we wanted to introduce. And then we said, now let's go determine what this thing needs to look like, whatever the space is. And so when we found this space and we saw the way it was shaped and we looked at it and we said, well, we think this might work and we could start doing these things. So we started working with the architect, but again, it was always with, these are the things we need to incorporate into it. So we started with the plan, and the design and the floor plan ultimately was the outcome of the overall business strategy.
Now, in the previous spot here in this area, this was Bigger Road Veterinary Clinic of Springboro,
Yes.
and the main one is Bigger Road Veterinary Clinic in Kettering, which is
Correct.
relatively nearby. Why did you change? What is the name of this practice now, and why did you change the name?
We changed the name slightly. We went to Bigger Road Veterinary Center. We felt that with what we were getting ready to do in terms of introducing new services, that clinic just did not capture it. Now, we did not want to lose the equity, okay, the equity of the name of Bigger Road Veterinary Clinic. So we felt that had to be a big part of the new name, but we wanted a name that also implied more things, okay, the things that we're going to be doing. So we chose Center. And we actually tested this with clients. Before we did this, we talked to clients about it. We actually put it on our Facebook page and said, we're expanding, we're going to be doing all these things. We need a better name for our clinic. And we actually had our clients help us in choosing a name. Center, we felt, captured more of what we were trying to do. But we also wanted, instead of just Springboro, we came up with, what is this center for? So it's Bigger Road Veterinary Center, so we added a little byline, if you will.
Yeah.
And we came up with, for pet health and enrichment, okay? But we ran that by clients first. We described what we wanted to get done, and we said, what is this center for? What do you think you're going to get from us? And we had several suggestions for names, and we put it up for a vote with our clients. And for Pet Health and Enrichment came through as one of the two winners, and as a clinic and owners and staff and managers, we settled on this. And we thought that really captured where we're trying to take our practice and our business and what we're trying to provide for our clients. So we went from Bigger Road Veterinary Clinic of Springboro to Bigger Road Veterinary Center for Pet Health and Enrichment.
Well, let's talk more about that philosophy of this is a center instead of a clinic inside.
Great.
Okay.
Good.